Well, shalom. Welcome to another Next Step program. Before I get started, next week we will not have a Next Step program. I got some things going on next Wednesday that's going to interfere. So next Wednesday will not be a Next Step program. Today, what I want to discuss is Torah study. And basically outline maybe a first year study program. It's very important in your first year that you get a good foundation. A good foundation in two areas, I believe. Number one, a good foundation in Torah itself. Number two is good foundation in understanding our Yomim Tovim, our holidays, our holy days. Very important. I think those are two, man, if you study hard all year long, those two will really take a lot of your time just to get into those. So let's say hello. Hello, Peaches, formerly of Georgia. I just passed the Peaches stand here not too long ago. Seth, hello. Anthony, welcome. Kevin, good to see you. I just sent you a text, Kevin. Take a look at it. Makia, welcome. Brenda, Ahava, and Leah. It's so good to have all you guys here. Chris and Crystal, welcome. So today we're going to talk about setting your beginning Torah study program. Now, as you go, every year you will add more items into your study as both HaShem gives you direction and as you learn more from us here at Lapid Judaism through Lapid Judaism. So what do you need to start with? Okay, first of all, you need a Humash. And we have talked about the Humash over and over again. This is the one we use through Lapid Judaism, primarily the primary Humash we use. Now, if you will go back to the video where I had starting your Jewish library, there's a link in there how to get this. This is from ArtScroll. You want this. And then that's a good place to start. Now, if you can afford to get or plan to get, you want to call it Torah. These two resources will just keep you, if you can keep up with the daily aliyahs, which we're going to discuss here in a minute, with these two books, you're doing pretty good for your first year. I mean, you're doing really good your first year to keep up with those. The next is to learn your Yomim Tovim, or your Yom Tovs, your holy days. There are many different books. The ones that we have used here at Lapid Judaism when we were doing our, the first year we started our high groups, we went through all the Yom Tovs, all the Yomim Tovims. And I think primarily we use the ArtScroll Masor series. As you can see here, this is for the upcoming one. These are for the upcoming two, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Now, you will want to get these. They're very good. If you go beyond that, if you remember, Rabbi, he has a favorite author he quotes from all the time. He loves to Sefes Emes. Okay, the days of all are what we're in right now. The days of Elul, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. This is a great resource by him. All of these you can get through, I think this one. Yeah, all of these you get through ArtScroll. So, and what you want to do prior to the, start maybe about a month prior to one of Yom 2 months prior, order your book. 1 month prior, start studying for that, reading through the book, studying for the particular holiday that's coming up. There will be a list that we provide all the time that's up on our website. Yes, hello, Brenda. I am doing just fine. Shoshana, I think, is doing better. So she's in the other room, probably listening in. So those are some good resources you should get and stock your library right away. So the first year, your goal is to read through the Torah using the Humash, and if you can get it, the Kala Torah. These are books that you'll hear Rabbi read from often. Okay, there's many other books you can get, but your first year, I would suggest you just don't overwhelm yourself with trying to do too much, or you may get discouraged. You may run out of time. I mean, I know many of you work and battling work, family, Torah study. If you really want to be successful, make sure your Torah study, you dedicate time to your Torah study. And I know it's hard when you have a job and you have family. So set aside a time, but don't kill yourself. Okay. You can study yourself. I forget, I think I was talking to Zakin today, and I said, I don't know. I got to find some way to get to bed before midnight. Because, once you get into studying, it could keep you up to all hours. So the other thing to do is for each aliyah, of course, you're going to listen to Rabbi. He does his aliyahs every day. But if you're not able to listen to him live, you can listen to the recording. They're posted. Something I am working on, and I will share with you guys. This is a first pass. Hopefully, we'll get better at this. And I hope to have this up next week. I'm going to share my screen. And let me see. Select the tab to share. Okay. What's going on? Window. Okay. Share. Okay. This will be an HD. This is the first pass. Better as we go along. Okay. I'm hoping to have this up next week on our website. There'll be a link that you can go to for this. Basically, as you can see, it's actually a spreadsheet that's saved as an HTML file. And so it starts out with a day of the week, the Hebrew date, the Yom Tov, what is on this particular day, the Aliyah portion. This is the first portion, second portion, through 7. And what passage in Torah will be you will want to read for that particular day. And then there will be a link to one or more of Rabbi's videos in here. As you can see, you can click on one of the links and it will take you to that. And then next there is the Psalms. You will read through the Psalms, doing this 3 or 4 verses or 3 or 4 chapters a week or a day. You'll read through the Psalms 3 or 4 times a year. Okay. And then there will be what is a half Torah for the week, what's the Bazorah for the week. And all of this will be filled in. I'm hoping to have this completed all the way through 5785. Okay, 5785 starts with Rosh Hashanah this year. And so every year, the next Jewish year begins with Rosh Hashanah. And so I'm hoping to be able over time to put this in a better format for you guys. I am not a web expert, an HTML expert, but I've done some in the past. So just be patient with us. We will have this up. you can use this. You can download it. You can print it for yourself. If you print this, you probably want to print it in landscape. But yeah, this will be available to you. Hopefully next week I'll have this all the way through. It's going to have rabbis, videos, and then I'm also going to put videos in here for when you get to the holidays. A day or two before, I will present a time for you to be able to watch his videos before we get to those holidays. So I'm hoping this will be beneficial. And I am, let me close it now. Then we're back. So I'm hoping that will be beneficial. You'll have that next week. And start your study. You need to pace yourself. That's a primary thing. That's why we have it broken up into aliyahs, which is short readings every day. You will read through the entire Torah in a year. And if you have these books and you take these books, the Kala Torah, the Humash, and you use, so start with the Humash. Don't start with Kala Torah. Just my preference here, start with your Humash. Study that. And then if you have time to add the Kala Torah in, go to the Kala Torah, okay? And this will be incredibly beneficial for your first year study to get these two things: Torah, a full year of Torah study, and the Yamim Tovim. Those two things. Anna, if you will go back and look at the next step video on creating your library, your Jewish library, that will, there are links to all of these resources. So try that out. We do use the Stone Edition Humash from Marsh Grove. There will be links to where you can find to purchase these. Now, these links actually go to ArtScroll. You can normally get these through other ways too, like Amazon and others. So that is what I would believe would be a great first year Torah study. Important. There are many, many, many things we can study as Jews. I mean, there's Halakha. There's so many different things that we can study. And as you grow, year by year, you will add new things into your study program. But you want to begin with a good, solid foundation, understanding of Torah and our holy days. Very important, for those two things should be, those will consume you for a year, to be honest. So I would suggest you go with that. So let me see what else I had. There are a ton of videos by Rabbi up there on all of these subjects. That is what I had for a Torah study. Now, I intentionally kept this short to ask if you guys have any questions about studying. Now, make sure, use all of the resources available. Tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, Rabbi will be doing his study on learning Hebrew. Make sure you join that. Now, all these videos are posted, by the way, so you can go up there if you haven't started. Go back to the first one. I think we're on 4 or 5 now weeks. You can go back and start at the beginning. You can re-listen to these to learn your Torah. Oh, we're on 4, or well, is it 4 or 5 tonight? I think tonight's number 5. I'm not sure. I lose track of time. Let's put it that way. Any questions? Any questions about Torah study? Now, I know after your first year, really, I encourage you not to try to do too much in the first year. What I've given you is quite a bit to do. In the next year, you're going to expand. Now, you're going to learn a lot outside of this. This is your personal set down Torah study. You're going to learn a lot from Rabbi, a lot from Zaken Rayford and others. Okay, you're going to learn from your high group leaders. You're going to learn a lot of other things, but you're going to learn about our halakha. You're going to be learning about how kashrut, how to have a kosher home. You're going to learn so many things about what's it mean to be a Jew and live the life of a Jew. Peaches, when all over the place is when someone says something so optimal. Yes. These resources. I don't know how many times, what time it is from. I mean, what number of times it is for me to be going through the Humash and Kala Torah. I do it every year. There's always something new. Something that leaps out every year, and we will be Lapid Judaism is I know Rabbi and Zaken and the other leaders and people are constantly looking for more and more things that we can offer that can help you in your journey as a Jew. So, and we'll continue to do that, continue to look for new things to offer you. But you have a lot right now at your fingertips in the YouTube videos. You have a lot in the just a tremendous lot out there. So all right, well, I am going to end. I'm going to give you back your time. Get ready for the Hebrew lesson tonight. Pull out, if you need to do some review of last week, go ahead and do some review of last week. And I think that learning Hebrew is going to add tremendously to your Torah study. So I am going to go ahead, and this is a very short class tonight. Remember, we're not meeting next week because I have Shoshana and I have some plans for next week. So you guys have a blessed evening, and may Hashem bless your study. Shalom.